Jim McCann from McCann's Butchers in North Street, and we're going to ask him a few questions here. Jim, when did you attend St Paul's Junior High School?
When did I tell you? 32 years ago I left St Paul's Junior High School, so 36, 37 years ago was the first I started.
Right. Did you transfer to St Michael's?
No.
No. Why did you choose the job you're in today?
To get out of school, to be quite honest with you.
Right.
To get out of school. Didn't like school, but always liked, my father had this job, or bought this business when I was about 7, and always wanted to go into it. So I was just glad to get out of school and glad to get into work.
So this was the job you always wanted to do then?
Yep.
Right. What skills or qualities do you need for your job?
You need to have a level of skills the whole way across the board, as in we still are one of the only butchers that bring in full cattle. We have to bone them out, cut them all down into certain cuts, cut them down. You need to learn how to slice the steak, you know what I mean? What ingredients go into boxes, sausages, burgers here that Andy's making, certain things like that need to be a certain level. And you also need to have a lot of personnel skills for the counter. So it is for working with customers.
And again, what qualification did you need to answer that?
Yeah.
What specific training did you require?
We just, when I left school first to come here, it was a lot of, you only ever learnt on-site training. You learnt from the butcher that come before you, that come before that. Whereas now, you have to go and do release in tech and stuff like that there, you know what I mean, and learn the hygiene end of it more than actually the skill end of it.
I was going to say then, have you updated your qualifications and training?
Yes, we update our qualifications usually every 4 years.
Right.
Hygiene qualifications.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What does your job entail on a daily basis?
Our job entails, what we do is simply serve the customer. So it is, which would be preparation of fresh product, fresh manufacturing every day, and supplying of the likes of beef, pork, lamb, chicken, every day fresh. You know what I mean?
Do you enjoy your work?
Yes, wouldn't change it. Yeah, wouldn't
And
change
did you ever wish you had chosen another career?
The only other career I wanted to do was land this without it.
Really?
Yes, but
I didn't make the right choice then.
never have regretted doing the choice that I've done.
Oh well, would you recommend your job then to anyone else?
The job has changed so much over this last 25 years. Everything is now satisfying the health and hygiene.
Yeah.
Whereas years ago, people were glad to come in, they trusted you with what you were doing because of your name and your, your reputation.
Of course.
Whereas now,
You have to be certified.
your master is your health and hygiene. They can put you down and put you up whatever way it goes. So it's a big change from what I call. But yes, I would still recommend the job. You know what I mean? Till more hard-working person than an overqualified person. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Somebody who needs to be hands-on.
Well, what advice would you give to pupils who are still at school?
What advice I give to people still at school? College isn't for everybody.
Yeah.
You get into a job like this. A lot of my staff here, I took over this job now 17 years. There's still 2 men with me, 17 years. So from the day that started, actually 3 from the day that started. And if you get in, you keep your head down, you work hard, there's a great career and there's a wage at the end of the road. And that makes a big difference in life now.
Well, that says something.
So
Thank you very much.
No problem at all.
Also, I've passed people from St Paul's, and I'm just wondering, how long ago did you leave St Paul's?
Probably about 5 years.
5 years ago?
Yeah.
Did you go to St Michael's after?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, why did you choose this job here today?
Honest
Is it
reason?
obvious?
Yes. I finished my A-levels and didn't really want uni, so
Yeah.
started work.
And was this a job you always wanted to do?
Not really. I had something else in my head, but it just didn't work out that way.
What skills or qualities do you need for this job?
You need a good communication skills.
Yeah.
Talking to people every day, and you need a good boss as well. You're working with money and you don't want to overcharge somebody for anything.
Did you need any qualifications?
Not really. Well, depends. It's good to have experience, but I've worked in it before.
Do you have to update your qualifications and training?
Sure, well, because you learn sort of new things as you go on.
Yeah.
You do, so you learn new things as you go, really.
And what does your job entail on a daily basis, would you say?
I would sort stuff out for deliveries or
Very good.
other chefs, serving,
Yeah.
just little different things really.
Do you enjoy your work?
Yes, I do.
Looks like you do.
Yeah.
Did you ever wish you'd chosen another career?
No.
And would you recommend your job?
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to some pupils who are still in school?
Stick up what you're doing, and if the school's for you, stick at it and try and get on to uni and do what you want to do. If you want to, if you don't get the best grades, it's not the worst thing in the world
Yeah.
as well.
Fair enough, Jason. That's great. Thank you very much.
No problem.
This is Kieran O'Neill, photographer in William Street in Lurgan here, and he's an St Paul's student. When did you leave St Paul's, Kieran?
I think I worked out it was about 81. It was something I was always interested in. It was always a hobby, and I started doing it part time, just for more money, basically.
Yeah.
And then it grew into a full time job, and I was able to give up my full time job to go into it then.
Very good. Because it was the next question was this what you always wanted to do?
Yeah, it was. It was
Yeah.
always a hobby. I always had a great interest in it. Even since I was very young, photographing toys, photographing bits around the house, all kinds of stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
very good. What skills or qualities do you need for this job?
Well, there's a lot of technical skills involved in the photography end of it, but they're not as great as they used to be because digital has taken a lot of the technical side out of it. You still have a creative element in your composition and making up the photographs, but probably the biggest skill you need is working with people.
Yeah.
If you're photographing people, you need to have some kind of interpersonal skills, or you need to be able to develop those.
And did you need any qualifications?
No, you don't need any qualifications to start as a photographer. You can look at a camera and call yourself a photographer. Although there are lots of bodies that you can go and get qualifications and training in photography, so they're a good idea.
Right, that I was going to say, have you updated your qualifications and training?
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
When it was a hobby, I did do I think it was a City and Guilds course in Lurgan here. Did an A-level in it, just in the night tech
Yeah.
or whatever it was called. Since then, I've qualified with professional bodies and submitted and gone to sort of like the higher levels
Yeah.
of that as well.
It's very good, yeah.
More for my own benefit than for customers or anything else. There's no need to do it for customers, but it was something I wanted to do myself.
Okay. What does your job entail on a daily basis?
Every day is different, really. This time of year, we wouldn't be that busy actually taking photographs. There's no weddings on, portraits are a wee bit quieter. So at the minute, we're just in process of redoing our whole website. We've changed around our whole software system in the office here. Every day will be different. Like I say, yesterday we were doing head and shoulder shots for actors.
Very good.
Today I'm heading off to pick up some equipment from a wholesaler from Belfast. Tomorrow I have a wedding. Next week we're getting ready for a photography course that we're running next weekend. So every day is different, and there's always a list longer than I have time to do every day.
So where are you meeting actors from? Northern Ireland or Lurgan?
No, Northern Ireland.
Very good.
One was from Belfast and the other one was from Dunmurray direction.
So we'll keep an eye out for them.
We actually have had a local guy in getting head and shoulder shots done because he's just turned professional as a golfer
Oh, very good.
and he needs some promotional shots. So that was this week as well. So we've been quite busy with that.
Yeah, you don't expect that sort of stuff, do you?
No,
Do you enjoy your work?
absolutely.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
Sounds great. Did you ever wish you'd chosen another career?
Twice a day, maybe. Every day you have problems and things you need to sort out. But
Okay.
no, I wouldn't swap it. I wouldn't swap it for anything.
Well, would you recommend it to anyone else?
It's a great job. I enjoy it. As a photographer, long term, things have changed so much in the last few years and are set to change more. if someone wanted to make a career of it, they were going to spend 20 or 30 years on it. I don't know what the business side of being a photographer would be in 20 or 30 years time. I don't know if there'll be professional photographers as such in that time. So on a long-term thing, I don't know if it's a good career option.
Yeah.
But certainly I enjoy it and I would swap it for the world.
What advice would you give to any pupils who are still at school at the minute then?
Keep your options open. I've always found that by having more choices gives you more freedom. If you can choose between jobs because you're well qualified, you're gonna pick the best one. Even in the business here, we would do lots of different kinds of work. We do weddings, we do headshots I was talking about, we do commercial work. And just by keeping our options open, it gives us a little bit more freedom to do what we want to do. So keep your options open.
That's great, Kieran. That was really lovely to hear. Thank you very much, Nick. From the Back Cave in William Street in Lurgan. Well, you used to go to St Paul's. How long ago was that?
Think back, probably upwards of nearly 30 years ago.
Really? That's hard to believe.
But well before.
Did you go to St Michael's afterwards, or did you? And why did you choose the job that you're in today?
Today here,
Yeah.
well, I went on and went to St Michael's and then went to the Tech and then went on to the HND in university. But at the time there was a bit of a recession and my father took ill
Right.
and I had an opportunity to take the place on and I'd done business, kind of some profile business studies and so forth, so I just knew I'd be good at it and
Very good.
I had ambition with it, so I just carried it on. It's a third generation, so there was
Oh,
also a bit of sentiment
this is
involved.
your father's, right? I didn't know that.
There's a bit of sentiment involved as well.
So was it always the jobs you wanted to do?
Well, no, when I qualified there to work in printing presses and different
Yeah.
places like that. But having said that there, the advantage here is your own boss. You determine your own income and if successful then you get the rewards for it, but you have to put in the hours and time and effort.
What skills and qualities do you think you needed?
Well, you need to be able to work with figures very well. You need a good business model. You have to have good training with your staff, personality skills.
Yeah.
You know, running any business in the high street is a lot of pre-planning, and with ourselves here we put 7 big investment in, so you have to obviously have the skills to take on a building project, financial, working with banks and so forth, accountants and solicitors and getting your books in order as well.
Very good. What specific training then did you do
For here?
for here?
Well, also experience, I grew up in it.
Yeah.
So that's an advantage. So that's kind of work experience in itself, of course. And you can see from your father working with invoicing, dealing with representatives and different people. So you had that knowledge and background, but then we've done business studies, a few of those when we were at the Tech as well. We had a class every week, and that helped as well. Plus then, get some advice, program like a business model, put everything together, and you've got to know your business, know your area, know your clientele,
Yeah.
and take it from there. Really.
Do you keep updating your qualifications and training?
We do with the staff. We've taken on different training courses. You called this morning. Actually, I thought that was someone was in to get details of me, bank details. So they would do both health and safety. We're even thinking of taking them on recently. You can get half-price wine courses. You can do a day's tutorship, second day, or 6 weeks, and do a small exam after it. So it gives the staff more knowledge, and that's also something they can put on their CVs. But they've recently done some HR and different things in here as well.
Very good. Very good. Do you enjoy your work?
Every job's stressful, but when you've got the advantage of being your own boss, yes, it's the stress in this job is the financial burden you can be under with, when you take big borrowing. But having said that, there's light at the end of the tunnel, and I do enjoy it. I wouldn't have taken it on otherwise, and I had ambition with the place, so that's been my prerogative to develop the place, take it into the 21st century, and it's done well.
Would you have chosen another career?
The career I went on for, I actually quite enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But in the recession and places like Glendinning's closed at the time where I'd done work experience, there wasn't much around here. And when an opportunity comes on your doorstep,
You're not going to.
well, my father didn't interfere and he left it to me to run, and you were your own boss at 25 almost.
Yeah.
that's pretty good. An established business, you weren't
Yeah.
starting from scratch. You only had to really re-engineer it.
Yeah. Would you recommend it?
To the current crop, no.
Yeah.
It's a trade that's in terminal decline. The kids now will need attending skills for, for me, computers, everything else, iPads, just social work, the whole interaction has changed, and they're going to need those type of skills. Kids in South Korea have got the computer skills at 7 years of age that we have at 11.
That's interesting.
And that's the dynamics of the years ahead. And it's a small
That's how
world.
things
You're going to
changed, really.
I know people are working in China.
Yeah.
So this is what the future is.
Well, what advice could you give to some of our pupils that are still at school?
Even if you're not academically bright, if you knuckle down, like I did, and work hard,
You can do it.
you can do it. You can do anything. If you are, you take it for granted, and you'll probably cruise through life. But it doesn't mean that entrepreneurs, most of them, have never been academically,
That's true.
great in school. So you can do whatever you want. Just have it. Just work hard, and go down.
Very good, Ian. That's lovely. That should do. This is Joe Larkin from Roxy Hill Bar in third place. You used to go to St. Paul's, Joe, when how long ago did you leave?
75.
Okay.
Left after 4 years.
After 4 years, you didn't go to St. Michael's, or did you?
No, I went
Uh-huh.
to TAC.
Right.
Went on to Big Theatre.
Big theatre.
Yeah, in the TAC.
Very good.
Then I took the College of Business Studies. in
Business
Belfast.
studies.
College of Business Studies in Belfast.
Very good.
So I've done 2 years there. Theatre.
Very good.
And I come City and Guilds out of that.
Right.
But I didn't stay in the catering. I didn't fancy it as a career,
Okay. So why did you choose this job then?
Well, fate, more or less,
Very
probably.
good.
My brother-in-law, I worked for him for a while in London, and then he came back here and he opened up a shoe repair shop, and he asked me to work for him.
Right.
So that's when I started. That was in 1980.
Very good.
So
And you've been working here since then? Or
Well-
did you start up on your own then?
he sold the place to me in 1990.
Very
He
good.
opened up a place in Newry, another shop. So
And you kept this one going then?
I kept this one going. So.
Well, do you enjoy it?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be here if I didn't.
Well, what sort of specific training would you require to do this job?
It's more or less in shop training.
Yeah.
There is a college in England called St. Crispin's College where you can go and study it, you know what I mean, and
Yeah.
train for it. But I didn't go that route, I was just taught by him.
Uh-huh.
He taught me
And what does your job entail on a daily basis?
just call it. People coming in with their
Yeah.
shoes and
Okay.
asking for repairs, what type of repair is needed, and doing that repair.
Okay. Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Well, it's a variety of the job, you know what I mean?
You're kept busy all day and meeting people?
Not, well, I could do right meeting people. I'd rather,
You're more behind the scenes
I'd
then?
rather hands-on, do the job. But it is a challenge, some of the jobs that you get brought in, it's a challenge to do the job.
Uh-huh.
And get it done right,
Well, would you recommend it to any
Yeah,
kids?
yeah, it's a good career.
Very good. And what advice would you give to those pupils that are still in school?
Work hard,
That's one.
plug on, and if there's something that they want to do, go for it. You know
Very
what I
good.
mean? Don't stick with something that you're not happy with. When I started being a chef and decided different route.
Wasn't for you.
Yeah. So don't stick with something that you're not happy with. If there is you get another chance to do something else, try it. If you can't, if you don't like it, try something else.
Very good.
Keep loving.
Well, that's lovely
Work
to hear.
hard.
Work hard.
Play hard.
Thank you very much. Then, okay? Thanks,
Okay,
Joe.
not a problem.
This is Sean Hamill from McKagan's Chemist in North Street. Sean used to go to St Paul's. How long ago did you leave St Paul's?
I was in St Paul's in 1993.
Oh, not that long ago, really.
It's only a few years ago.
Why did you choose this job?
Chose pharmacy, like chemistry and science.
Uh-huh.
When I was in school, and was sort of progressed from there.
So it was kind of always what you wanted to do then, do you think? Yeah, really. What skills or qualities do you think you need for this job?
We'd be very much a people's person.
People's?
You need to work under pressure as well, and have a passion for the job as well. So
Right.
very important.
What about qualifications?
Qualifications, yes, you need your master's degree.
Right. This is Fintan O'Hagan from the Butchers in North Street.
Hello.
Fintan's an ex-St Paul's student. How long ago did you leave St Paul's, Fintan?
1978.
Just a day or two.
I think 1978, 77.
Why did you choose the job you're in today?
No real, just what was available at the time. In the 70s, there wasn't a big lot of jobs available, so.
Yeah, did you go straight into it after school?
Yes, more or less, yeah.
Was this what you always wanted to do? Did you just fancy that really?
As I say, it was just it's what was available at the time.
Right, so what
There wasn't a big
skills?
choice of jobs in the 70s.
It wasn't a big choice, Gerald.
You remember that?
Oh no, yes, I do. Right.
That's a history lesson.
What skills or qualities do you think you need for this job?
This job, willingness to work,
Yeah.
not too precious with yourself,
Huh?
ready to put the hours in, ready to get stuck in when required, and you need to be numerate for counting and stuff. You need to have an understanding of a deep understanding, but a thoroughly understanding of views and percentages.
Very
And
good.
that's it.
Very good. So what qualifications did you need to get started?
Well, in more sensible qualifications, you wouldn't need overqualified for.
And did the training?
Pardon?
Did you do much training?
Yeah, a lot of training, mostly practical.
Yeah.
But took a year out and go back to school in 1979, and that was helpful.
Got you, sorry?
That was helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
But you don't need to be a brain surgeon.
No. So it's hard work. And do you have qualifications or training? Do you keep training?
You can, well, recently myself and Neil have done you have to have the basic hygiene certificate, but we've got we have the intermediate food hygiene, and Neil has. Neil, you've your advanced, haven't you, food hygiene?
Yeah, I have indeed.
Yeah. Which actually qualifies him to teach the basic one, so
Right.
you can always keep up to things like that.
Very good. Well, do you enjoy your work?
Love it.
Love it. I'd say you do.
Yeah.
You seem
Yeah, I don't mind.
pretty happy.
I don't mind.
Do you ever wish you'd chosen another career?
Well, I've sort of come to the conclusion in my years of wisdom that it doesn't really matter what you do, so long as you take it, give it your best shot, work hard at it.
Take a bit of pride.
It doesn't really matter if you're a game surgeon or you're bin man, so long as you work hard at it, and fair days with fair days pay.
Any advice you give to the boys in school today?
Definitely pay attention. It's very important. Some things you think is not important, especially mathematics and English, but they are important because no matter what job you're in, you're going to have to communicate with people. You're going to have to be numerate. You're not going to have to be a genius, but you're going to have to have some of those skills, and it does stand there. When you go into the workplace, these things do stand there.
That's what we need to hear, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well done. I think that'll do us fine.
Thank you very much.
Good job.
Don't want to get the lad.
This is a wee self-contained bacon factory, right? This is what you call bacon pump. Lunch pump going here. This pumps some brine. It's disassembled at the minute, but this is the parts of it here. It comes right here, and one of these, and it's cured there, and then it goes into these barrels. Sits in these barrels for 5 days to a week, then it becomes bacon. It's yeah. So as I say, we're probably the only one maybe 4 or 5 butchers around still making their own bacon, the traditional way. With the new machinery, it's still the traditional way. Then when it sits for a while, dries out a bit for about 5 to 7 days. Slice it in this machine here. Yeah. That's why you need to always be aware of safety.
Yeah.
And that's stuff, especially when you're using heavy machinery, There you go.